turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Scared to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might go to bad, but I'm sure when it works, I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause there come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog, all fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They go play action with Ryan. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Ryan. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Taylor. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Play action. Ryan steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry a little bit. Let's make these babies cry a little bit.
Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Steps away to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Newton. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll let it fly for Austin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they steal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Newton. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Newton's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Newton. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Patterson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cordero Patterson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing is Newton. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Pickett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, he'll buy some time right. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Cam's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down throw for Newton.
Finds Pickens out right. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's got some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. from the red zone now. Newton. And the catch made by Johnson. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Snell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Again with Snell.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Benny Snell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, switch gears.
They go play action now. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Switch.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback, instead he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Check 26.
Ryan looking for Campbell downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second and 14. Ryan over the middle, complete. That's Ford. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 89 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Play action. It's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. His first carry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. To throw is Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are right back in this football game. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. To throw again on second down. Ryan. That's complete to Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3.